Today was probably one of the weirdest trading days I've had in a while, and honestly, I don't even know how to explain it other than I felt like I was on autopilot in a way. Not in a bad way either. It was almost like when I saw my setups, executing the trade didn't feel like a decision. It kind of felt required. And that does sound crazy when I say it out loud because obviously trading is supposed to be involved, making decisions, but today it genuinely felt like I was just following a process. I would see my setup forming, everything would light up what I was looking for. Instead of normally thinking, should I enter? It was like my brain was saying, doesn't matter, execute, just take the trade. And then I took the trade. Didn't have to convince myself either. And the weirdest part was the fact that it didn't really feel exciting. It didn't feel scary. It just felt like inevitable in a way. Like I already made the decision before the trade even happened. And obviously I'm not gonna say every trade I take is a guaranteed win, but I think the difference today was that I wasn't emotionally attached to the outcome. I was focused on whether or not the trade followed my rules. And if it did, if I took in, if it didn't, I left it alone. It made me realize something in a way, but yeah. I'll show you guys the rest of my day today. Okay, so this was the first trade I took today. I was expecting price to kind of reject higher since we did have a large inefficiency here, as well as a fair value gap and a rejection block formed for price or from price. But this didn't really go that well. Yeah, I basically immediately hit stop loss. But when I realized that we inverted that, I went for a sell here. And my confirmation was basically just that inversion and the fact that price obviously didn't want to continue lower. Or sorry, continue higher instead. I sold here. I'm realistically trying to target these lows. And my mind is kind of playing tricks on me. When I took this trade, I was like, I did just take 2 losses. The other loss was meant to be a sell, but I accidentally pressed enter when I meant to press the sell button. But when price started, doing that little thing where it goes down, then goes really high up, then goes down, I was in a rush for break even. So me losing here was just being undisciplined, and honestly, it wasn't really a loss, but it was break even, and break evens are never really wins. Also, you guys are gonna see me change this for value gap and shorten it right there. This was because of a BPR that we had after the inefficiency, and price also created this displacement zone as well as having this rejection block here. So what I'm most likely going to do is I was going to set my limit to where the BPR is, to the bottom of that fair value gap where the BPR is, but you're going to see in a couple seconds here that I missed the trade. I'm not going to blame my friend because obviously it's my fault. In my mind, I was going to set my limit there, but he asked me a question about what a BPR was, and when I was showing him an example of it, I didn't even realize that price was shooting up right to where I was supposed to put my limit at. And then once it did that, and I was still trying to show him, I was like, oh shit, wait, price just hit where I was supposed to put my limit. Did my limit hit? I didn't put my limit, no. And it was a funny interaction. It's not his fault, it's obviously mine. I should have been paid more attention. Obviously I didn't, but yeah, just a learning example for me. Set my limits when I need to, or when I'm supposed to, because that's right in my strategy. We have the rejection block, we have that displacement zone, and we have a strong rejection out there. But I still took the trade just because, it might not be at the perfect entry like I wanted to, not be tick perfect, but it's still in my general area. Yeah, and that's where I started being fit. When I lost here, I was like, oh my god, I lost, whatever. And I just kept going. Normally after 2 losses I would stop, and after 3 losses I would be like, that would be my ending point. But my mind wasn't really on, oh my god, I just lost so much money. It was on, why did I lose that trade? And it's because I was scared, because you see how prices is going lower now. I should have held that trade and was more disciplined, but I wasn't, and honestly that's alright. But then I finished showing my friend what a BPR was over here around this time. And with this trade that I just took here, it was basically just off the fact that price is drawing on that liquidity. On top of that, we used the same rejection block and we're taking out lower. So, and I also have a low that's pretty far down, not right there, but that was where I was going to my TP at, for price to basically fill out all day this week's kind of low and create a new one for all-time lows. And pretty much today was just, this is kind of where I started shifting it. It was like I started being less scared to take trades, and the more trades I took, even though I was losing a decent amount, I was winning like double, triple it, and the fear was like slowly leaving my body every trade I took, because I had a target for today, was just to pass this account. And I don't know, today was one of those days that I wish I was in one of my live accounts instead of one of my fundeds. But still a great day. As you can see, price is still returning lower. We just took that liquidity. We have a short resistance point because in the 5 minute there's a fair value gap there, and there is a an order block. But with this momentum, I was assuming that price is going to continue lower. Also, you can see how, like, you can't tell, but I was so pissed off when I missed that trade, because if I took that trade and held it and went to continue targeting this low, I would have made double the money that I actually just won here. It's so stupid, dude. I was like, dude, are you serious? Imagine if I bought there. No, I didn't say imagine. I was mad at myself for not looking at it. My friend was like, I'm sorry, but it wasn't his fault. It was just so funny. So, yeah. And then over here, we get that quick TP.
Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant.
But 1 or 2 in the day wasn't sitting right with me. And again, if I lose 3 times and I take 1 win, I'm like, all right, I should be maxed out for the day. But again, I didn't really feel emotional. I felt like that was one good trade. We have some more trades to take today. My setup is normally everywhere on the market, no matter what day it is. So took a screenshot of that for memories, and then yeah. And literally a minute later, I see that price is obviously rejecting off of where I just took TP at. When price retraced, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna enter again. And I took my target a little bit lower just for price to take out that low. But then you'll see as time progresses, I extend the TP because there is a low farther downwards that's what I was really targeting for the day. That's what I was thinking about since last night, honestly. You're gonna see how price is doing this little thing where it's going up and down, and I don't really react to it. I'm like, price should keep going lower here. You can see, like, I couldn't explain the emotions I was kind of feeling, because I really wanted to hold and see what price would do once it goes lower here. But it was like picture perfect. All these trades so far were picture perfect. Also, that trade where I just took that order block there, and the 5 minute value gap that was there was inversed. So even if price was to go higher, I had a decent confluence here, and even if price were to force me to break even, that would have been like my great confirmation. But you'll see here price continue going lower. I'm pretty sure we had new log, but I'm not 100% sure. And we broke even. Disappointing, but again, if I said it, I felt like I was on autopilot. So even though we broke even, even though I knew I shouldn't have broken even there, I broke even just for peace of mind, because we have an order block, we had the fair value gap, we had a displacement. There's price didn't even close yet. But then again, I was like, if price does continue here, I could take another trade. So you'll see in a couple seconds here how I take that trade. And right here is where you're gonna see me take this trade, yeah. And I was like, okay, this is good. Price could not close above the 5 minute fair value gap. When we checked the 5 minute time frame, we had a closer basically right in the middle, and we couldn't go above it. We did fill it out, but there was too many bearish conferences. So I took this trade with a big smile on my face, knowing for a fact that price would go lower eventually. And it did it just for that. We disrespected a lot of things. We did take out it did reach my break-even point right there, but I didn't care. I pretty sure I didn't want to be too reactive to it, so I did do that dumbass shit. What the hell? Oh damn. And then over here, since we had 2 rejections, I bought. The smartest choice? No. That was me being impulsive. Wasn't my strategy. I knew today we were shorting. See, if I was being a good boy and held my short, instead of being so scared because we lost money and we just made a lot of money, then we would have been good. But obviously, you're gonna see how price just dumps right under this. I knew for a fact I was supposed to hold my trade, and I guess it was just the fear of losing, which is so normal because I don't lose a lot, but when I do lose, it's very annoying. Okay, so where I put my sell limit, not the top one, but the bottom one right there, you see in the middle of the screen, that was where I was supposed to sell. Over here, I just pressed enter because I was trying to move something, and when I entered, I actually entered the trade, but it's not really a big deal because I knew I wasn't gonna lose either way. Even though I lost this trade, I'm pretty sure I just closed it early. Oh shoot, excuse me. And I'm sorry, I'm eating. And yeah, you're gonna see how I'm like, oh shit, let me just close this bitch out because I wanted to close when it was a minimum amount. I don't know why I put my stop loss that high. I was not risking that much. That would blow the account. This is actually the day I was supposed to pass the account too. But you're gonna see here how I was like, yeah, there's no more risking it. I'm gonna close the trade. When I close the trade, I'll let price on my sell limit, and when you're gonna see the trade when price on my sell limit. And just a couple seconds into the fucking trade, you see how price is dumping. Yo, I took another loss for no reason, genuinely speaking. It was an accident, don't get me wrong, but come on. You see how prices just took out that low, and now we have some continuation here. Yeah, like I'm the funniest person in the fucking world, dude, honestly. Scratching all the emotional dumb trades I took, this trade was perfectly in my setup. We hit a 5-minute fair value gap and 1 minute fair value gap. On top of that, we have a rejection block. Even though it wasn't big, we managed to do it. And it was like, and this was picture perfect. I was taking like there's basically 3 picture perfect trades I took today. And if I just took all the wins and all the dumb losses, I would have been way better. This shows how the difference between profitable and unprofitable, but sometimes it's not even just that, it's just the mindset thing. Now right here, after I actually held the trade instead of just being a pussy little whiny bitch and not holding the trade, you're gonna see how, again, another entry inside of my strategy was damn near picture perfect. You're gonna see. And with that, we passed the account. Oh, wait, no, hold on. No, we didn't. If you go over here, it's like at 99%. Hold on. Actually, 96%. I was so like, dude, are you serious? I need $80 to pass now? And thank God I was willing to go for a negative RR here, because normally I win. I feel like it's very uncommon for traders to lose when it's negative RR. Just for me, it's like 100% win rate, and because the targets are just so small normally. So I took a sell here, expecting price to continue lower. Again, you see that. Also, you see that black line. That was my actual, like, supposed to be my daily target. That's where I wanted the price to hit at the end of the day. But yeah. And there we go. Past the account. As you can see over here, overall a pretty decent day, but we could have done way better.